So, good morning, everyone. I am John Luis Saladio, and today we will be discussing the collaborative environment in the digital world. Before we start, let's proceed to its learning outcomes. So, first is identified and explored collaborative tools, applications that can be integrated in instruction. Next is to build a platform or an online account that can be used for collaborative work. So as you can see in this slide, there are five generations. Starts from the traditionals, baby boomers, Gen X, millennials, and Gen Z. And below that are the five collaborative tools that I also use in my daily routine. So first is the Telegram. As we all know, Telegram is a collaborative tool or app that enables user to send a picture or video in a HD quality and files and links in a certain topic. So next is YouTube. As we all know, YouTube is a wide collaborative tool that has a lot of information about a certain topic. So next is the Instagram. So as we all know, many of us in the Gen Z or millennials are using this one. It can also, it enables users to send pictures, videos, documents, and links. But if I were to choose between the two, if in Telegram or Instagram, I prefer Telegram because when when you look at the quality, when you save a picture between the two, I prefer to choose Telegram because it has a HD quality. It has an HD quality when you save a picture or video in Telegram. So fourth is the Facebook. So as we all know, Facebook is a wide tool. No, it is not as Sir mentioned, as Sir Diguma mentioned earlier, last meeting rather, that Facebook is not a collaborative tool. It is a tool where you can search information, but be careful what information are you looking and make sure that it is a legit information because as we all know, there are some fake news. I think I'll consider if Facebook Messenger, I'll consider it is a at I'll consider it as a collaborative tool because it exchange knowledge and information about a certain topic. So TikTok, and lastly is the TikTok. As we all know, TikTok is a wide app that shows videos, but as we all know, it is a collaborative tool where you also can message a certain person about a certain topic, and maybe you can find there your the one, Charis. So kidding aside, no. So let's proceed to the next slide, which is technology as a collaborative tool. No, so as we all know, or to start this, students continue sharing knowledge, information discussion or agree in a particular scenario by chatting or emailing each other through an online platform or a document. So, next is students, instructors, and teaching assistants to assist resources in a number of different ways depending on what is needed for a particular task. Tools include document and resource sharing and collaboration, as well as web conferencing. So the first collaborative tool that we will be discussing is the Skype. No, so it is a communication platform that enables users to make free video and voice one-on-one and group calls, no, to send instant messages and share files with other people on it. Next is the Zoom. So it is a communication platform that can be used through a computer, desktop, or a mobile app and allows users to connect online for video conference, meetings, webinars, and live chat. So next is the digital portfolios. No? So it is a dynamic online spaces where students can reflect, publish, and share individual or collaborative content. So digitation, digication as a powerful feedback component and uses a template-based system. In addition, departments can assess digitation to assist with accreditation and assessment of curriculum. So next is the Microsoft Teams. So it is also a collaborate communication and collaboration tool combining video meetings, chat, file storage, and integration with Word, Office, PowerPoint, OneDrive, OneNote, Box, and more. Teams can be used in a number of ways, including a collaboration tool for students working on team projects. So next is blogging. So it is a process that implies creating articles, photos, and other forms of content and publishing them on a website. And it allows you to share information about your business and its services, but it also allows you to share opinions and thoughts on a certain topic. Next is the Google Form. So, as we all know, Google Form is a tool within Google Drive for creating online survey forms. No, so it also support basic data validation, skip logic, and a range of question types. No, so as we recall, our subject teachers or our advisor sends us Google Forms to evaluate them if they have discussed and teach the lesson to us well. So, in that evaluation form, we put it has a range of excellence, no, from poor to excellence. So, I know nga balaan nyo naman kung paano magamit sang Google Form. So, thank you for listening, everyone. I hope you have a good day. But before I end this, I think someone notices that I didn't put Wikipedia on my report because, as we all know, you can change some information in Wikipedia. So, that's the reason that I didn't put Wikipedia on my report. So, thank you again. Thank you for listening.